so damn hot.
July was the hottest month ever recorded on Earth, and things certainly weren't cooling down over at Finalsite. We launched over 90 sites this month. There's a lot to look at, from a Catholic school that started in someone's basement with just 5 students, to a school that overlooks the Eiffel Tower, to a school district that went to school year-round. I'm sure the students love that. We're going to be taking a look at some of the user experiences and site content and site design of the schools that launched this month. Okay, let's take a look at St. Andrew's School down in Boca Raton, Florida. They just launched their new site. This is the Scott way. Always nice to start with their virtues, talking about what they stand for. This is our edge. I love that wording. That's a little bit different. You don't see that all the time. Also with that horizontal scroll there. And as a boarding school, they really lean into their community, what life is like on campus. I love these video panels here that are on autoplay on hover. That's a nice touch. Brings a lot of personality to the site. Again, more information about student life and life on campus. That's always important when you're a boarding school. I love the video in this navigation too. That brings a whole nother dynamic to that site experience. And what I love about this site is that their interior pages are just as interesting and engaging as their homepage. There's a lot of information, but there's an excitement to it. It's purposefully designed. You have these great visuals to go along with it. Great branding with that repetition. This is our edge. This is St. Andrews. This is what lies ahead. You get a sense that all of these things are already happening on campus and they want you to be a part of it. I love the parent zone here. This is the idea that all this important information for families is available in front of the password, so you don't have to log in. It is there, ready to go. But it's all in one place. It's easy to get to. You can bookmark it, come back to it. And then they've really streamlined their whole admissions and enrollment process. Again, using Finalsite enrollment to create those personalized experiences with families when they inquire, asking the right questions about what student interests are, what their academic goals are, so they can start those relationships knowing how they can help. Okay, let's head over to Worcester, Massachusetts, to the Bancroft School. They just launched their new site. Love what you create, love what you become, love what you learn. Let's take a look. Bancroft wants you to love everything that you do here, and it's clear that there's a lot of love throughout this entire site. I did a quick site search for the word love, and it showed up over 65 times, which is almost as much as the amount of times I've said love in this recording. But there is a lot of care and love in this site. There's a lot to admire. You have separate divisions here, and then in this section about who they are, I like that. So I really do love this section here about who they are. I like the panels coming together with that little animation there. You've got the copy coming together, and then Bancroft stories here with these video panels. And then you've got this section here that defines how Bancroft is different, right? Don't assume your visitors know what sets you apart, right? You really want to showcase how you're different than the school down the street. And then with this social integration down here, Bulldog Nation is alive and well. The most recent social post coming right here to the homepage. It's a great way to keep things fresh and alive. Like the imagery up here in the navigation, that's just a little extra touch here. And then check out these interior pages also. They're just as interesting as the homepage with these different panels and overlays coming into view here. Really nice job all around. I'm excited to see what this site does. Okay, now we're headed over to Colorado to take a look at Liberty Common School, a really unique charter school site. Let's take a look. Liberty Common School is a charter school, a network of a few different schools, and they all believe that education is a fundamental right. Really interesting site design here. A little bit about the history of the school and how they're rooted in tradition, talking about how each one of the different campuses is perfectly suited for those age levels, yet they're all united by the same focus and mission. Some great fast facts there. Focus on news and events in this panel here. Interesting title up there, information for users to self-identify how the site can help them navigate around. They've done a really great job explaining the enrollment process. It's a little bit different for charter schools, and a big part of that is educating the audience about how enrollment works for charters and the lottery system that's involved. So it's great that they're explaining it for new users, and then they're prompted with a CTA to apply. Great job there. Great imagery up here in the navigation. Get a real sense of the school culture and campus there. Interesting having the navigation up there in the left-hand corner. Then you've got this great custom timeline they've done here. You can see the history of the school going back to the 90s when charter schools first kind of appeared on the scene. Love the whole feel of like patriotism and liberty and kind of making a name for themselves within education. Then they've got this great search function here with the search bar and quick links, and they've got this great FAQ page with a filterable search bar there, which I haven't seen before. That's great to see. Again, thinking about their audience and what problems they can help solve. Klein Independent School, a lot of work went into the site's beautiful branding. Let's take a look at the user experience and what they got going on. They say everything is bigger in Texas, and that goes for the pride Klein ISD has in its school community. And I love how they start with their shared vision, the idea that every student's going to enter with a promise and exit with a purpose. I love this side panel here that pops out with news and events from around the district. There's great branding throughout the site with the colors, consistent navigation, and then check out here these stories of different folks throughout the district. A couple of fast facts. And this is a great feature on this site. If folks aren't sure where to go or they're on their site for the first time, they can come up here. You've got these icons which make it easy to navigate the site. Some great content about what makes their district so special, some resources for employment. And again, with that consistent branding and navigation and user experience, that's going to carry through to their individual school sites like their high school here. So if you're coming from that district site to the high school site, it's going to be familiar. You're going to already have a sense of direction and where to go, and that's great for user experience. So that's going to do it for this month, guys. If you think I missed anything, if you think your site belongs on this list, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time.